And hello, everybody. We're here on Nerd to Know Basis on 92.5 FM. And this week we have our wonderful guests of Kian and Katie. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Also, I'm back. Hi. This
Hi.
Where
new
have you
apartment.
been?
New apartment. all of the things there. Just just like it's been just chaos trying to, it's been fitting stuff like this into the now regular day-to-day mundanities. It's like I could record a show or I could do my ironing. So that's been my life. Also, hi Dave.
Hi, Dave.
The sneaky background ninja.
Also, I'm gonna deal with this gremlin.
Now, here's the fun bit. If you keep watching this on YouTube, Dave will pop up through one of the other two doors in either my room or Katie's.
Okay, no,
Anything's possible.
There will be no YouTube because I'm not recording video.
Oh.
You are recording
Well, then you're
video.
just going to have to listen
No, I'm
really
recording
closely
audio.
on Spotify.
Yeah,
Wait.
if you record and there's video on, it records video.
Well, I never
Now
recorded
we
video
know.
for Anime Crash Course, so here we are.
The good
Dara,
thing is, since Kev's doing this one, it'll probably get edited out.
Yeah, thanks, Dara. So, anyway, guys, how has it been? How's your week's been?
Over to you.
Katie?
To me, my week has been good. It's been very busy and full of lots of good news and also lots of hard work. So it's balanced. It's good. I'm
Hard work
excited.
make good news.
It does, yeah.
And Kian, what's on the pipeline on yours?
That's been pretty good. Had to move digs, as you cannot see. And got a fair bit of teaching work coming in. So we'll just see if that will stay steady with schools reopening or apparently not. I don't know. We're just going to have to see what the lay of the land is. But I have had plenty of time to watch television, and that's what we're here to talk about tonight.
Woo!
Absolutely. Today seems to be a TV fest. So before I suppose we jump into the TV news, Kian has the ever important Marvel news that has come out recently.
There has been, just let me get my phone out so I get all these right. So, this will be old news possibly by the time this goes out, but Marvel played a weird game with the Spider-Man announcement. So, first off, I'm just going to get the full story here. Tom Holland, who plays Spider-Man, allegedly leaked the title of the film.
Because that's what he does.
Because that's what he does, and that's why we love him. But confusingly, the actor who plays his best friend and Zendaya also released different conflicting titles on their Instagram. And so they've basically just to kind of get us all confused. And then they released the proper one with a little Sting TV 30-second ad thing, where basically they acted out like the director had given them the wrong titles on purpose. Obviously, these things are kind of staged. Annoyingly, the fake titles are much, much better. The first one on Holland's account was Spider-Man Phone Home. The second one on Jacob Baltoland's the best friend, was Spider-Man Home Wrecker. And then Zendaya's one was Spider-Man Home Slice.
Nice.
Ooh,
Aren't they all...
where Spider-Man joins the Crips.
Exactly. But unless you want it spoiled 3 days in the future, the real title is Spider-Man No Way Home. But the little 30-second teaser thing is well worth checking out. Now, the fun thing about the teaser is if you watch it, the title is revealed on a whiteboard of other potential titles like Spider-Man Home Alone and all this kind of stuff.
Well, I suppose that would tie into what we've been hearing about the multiverse ideas that they're bringing in, because I've been kind of only like barely listening to the radio on this one, but because there was obviously rumors about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield coming back. Has there been any kind of confirmation on if that's actually happening?
No, I've heard Alfred Molina's in it. I've heard Jamie Foxx is in it. I've heard that the actor who plays Daredevil in the Netflix version is in it. Like, I've heard so many that I'm not going to believe anything until I see the film.
It seems like an absolute scattershot of people until
crossing my fingers for Spider-Verse.
But we already have a Spider-Verse.
Yeah, but more Spider-Verse.
Another actual Spider-Verse.
More Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued, especially with how Far From Home ended. I suppose I won't say too much. It's fairly recent.
Is it though? I feel
it's so old.
I feel like Spider-Man Far From Home got released 20 years ago.
That's just lockdown,
that's
I think.
Lockdown, baby.
But you're right. But it is a cliffhanger.
I won't spoil it, but
did
kind of drop a bomb at the end of Far From Home that, especially kind of with the title No Way Home, has a lot of implications for where they're kind of going with this. So I am very interested. I gotta say, I have said on this show so many times that I was so worn out with Marvel after Endgame because, it was the ending, that was it. Watched Far From Home, it was good. WandaVision's brought me back.
Oh, well, that's as good a segue as ever. Let's see just before you jump in, Katie, have you gone beyond the first 2 episodes, or have you given up?
No, I gave up after episode 1. I was like, there are so many better things I can put my time into.
Would you like to make a list of things before we start kind of nerd jumping around the place?
A list of things that are better than WandaVision. We don't have enough time in this episode.
Oof.
Ooh, go on, Kev. Make a case for it.
No, I've been in a chat long enough with Katie to know that is a fight I am not willing to try.
In fairness now, I am up to date with WandaVision because people on the internet have no chill and they love to post spoilers. So I know what's going on for the most part. I just refuse to watch it.
But, it's going now.
Yeah, but how many episodes did it take to get going?
I don't mind waiting, though. Maybe it's just because I like weird things like Twin Peaks and that kind of stuff. But what I hate is the exact opposite. I really hated American Gods because I felt like it was spoon-feeding me everything. And I love the fact that, I had to kind of work out and make a few theories and kind of that kind of stuff. I liked that Marvel trusted me enough to trust it, And
I also really enjoyed the fact that the show itself is just an homage to TV.
See, for me, that was kind of like, if I want to watch a sitcom, I'll watch a sitcom.
Yeah, but when was the last time you watched Malcolm in the Middle?
Recently. It's on all 4, yeah. You can watch the whole thing for free.
Ooh, I've just got that app. Cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a topic for another day. It is like Kev's right. It is fun to get these weird highlights of sitcom history all compressed into a weird Marvel narrative.
It's kind of celebrating what was fun about TV of each of these decades, the Full House homage, the Malcolm in the Middle homage, the last episode being a mix and match of Modern Family and The Office. Just kind of fun little kind of Easter eggs for TV in general. And then kind of weaving into that, just a real off-kilter, odd Marvel story. And also, she never got enough goddamn spotlight in the movies, but, Wanda, I really like her. I think she's really cool.
Yeah, I think she was underutilized for the character that she plays, because, she's Scarlet Witch. They didn't even bother naming her.
It's because they just didn't know what to do with her. Because in the comics, certain powers are slightly ill-defined, and even less so in the movies.
Yeah, but isn't she supposed to be? And the fact that they all
came from Age of Ultron, which is just a dumbfire.
But isn't she supposed to be one of, if not the most powerful mutant in the known Marvel universe?
Well,
and she can literally do anything. They could literally have done anything with her.
Well, that's what they're doing, though. The show even points out that she almost killed Thanos, and she's doing all this and all that kind of stuff. And that kind of is what the show is about. Show, it even brings in the earlier films in the form of weird advert segments. They're kind of reminding you that she was a grenade waiting to go off this whole time.
Yeah, but I hate that it's the fact that, her lover was killed is what set her off. That is such a tired trope.
They combat that themselves in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're it's not just that Vision's dead. I'm not going to say it, but there is a reason she kind of goes off like that.
Yeah. Okay. And they bring in, again, to go back to the ads, all the ads are related to different traumatic events in her life. The death of her parents is brought up. Sokovia is brought up. Her brother.
Magneto cough.
Exactly. Yeah. The brother's
Nondescript,
death is brought up.
non-Fox Magneto. And then to like round it all out, like the cast as a whole is like very, very enjoyable. Paul Bettany is a goddamn treasure.
Yeah, play that ukulele.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, I know it must be really frustrating to listen to us gush about it, Katie. But especially in this episode last week, it'll be one episode behind by the time this airs. But the kind of Office type spoof, because the sort of awkward mockumentary format has no trappings and no style to it, really. She, Elizabeth Olsen, has to carry that whole conceit on her shoulders by being wacky and crazy, and also consistent with her baggage, trauma, Scarlet Witch personality. And I mean, obviously, Paul Bettany, he kind of gets to remain slightly more consistent because his character is sort of working against the world anyway. But she has to carry it on her own. I think this is a really good showcase for her as a performer. Like,
oh yeah, no, she has been doing an incredible job all throughout. Like, truly spectacular.
Yeah, I don't know. I might give it another chance, but right now there's like 101 other things that I would much rather do before that time comes. Maybe I'll wait till it's finished. I don't know.
Maybe. I would say now that, like, without giving away too much, there is enough in the episodes that have come out that explain what is happening. It isn't nearly as cryptic anymore as it was back in like episode 3 or something like that, you know.
Now, in fairness, to make the argument, I think it would actually be a perfectly fine show to binge. It's very short. I think the episodes are 20 minutes.
Yeah, there's like a million. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, there is only 8. I think the next episode, by the time this is actually released on Phoenix, it'll have finished.
I think there might be 2 more. It's really confusing, and I struggle with this because I'm covering it on Geek Ireland, because different outlets consider episode 1 and 2 either 2 episodes or 1 episode. And so the numbering, some outlets are saying there's 2 episodes and some are saying 1. It wouldn't surprise me if there's 2 more, because it feels like there's still a fair bit of story to go.
But yeah, I think just purely because they release them as separate episodes, they should be counted as 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's the way I counted it. Like, you know, it's just they're being deliberately cryptic. It wouldn't surprise me if they did 2 more episodes, because that would mean that the Falcon thing is closer to coming out. And
just to that, well, for like either for like whatever, maybe a tie-in, or just for a subscription base.
Yeah, exactly. And Loki's due in June. Yeah. I think they're going to keep all those show releases as close together as possible to stop people finding out that Amazon and Netflix still exist.
Disney has released like their adult streaming service now as well.
Yes, but that is only the second most important thing, because the Muppets are on it now, on the normal Disney Plus.
The Muppets.
I don't know. Futurama's finally on Disney.
What's on Disney?
Futurama.
But that's on Amazon as well.
Was that on Amazon? I don't know.
It's getting confusing now, because How I Met Your Mother is on Star and on Netflix. Like, are all the streaming services just going to end up the same? Because I wouldn't mind that personally.
They're just going to like Cronenberg.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, it's just, I'd say like a lot of those kind of third-party shows are probably just very easy to license out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, actually. I mean, I'm not one for like kind of surfing internet comment sections, but of the Star thing, I did see one jump out at me, and it was that like Star has basically raided the VHS collection in all the secondhand shops.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like Scandal's there, Lost is there.
Like Shallow Hal, stuff you'd never think to watch.
Oh my God, Shallow Hal!
Yeah, I know, right? That's where the
great movie.
Back down.
Blast from the past like that.
Pretty Woman.
No, don't get me wrong. I will crash into American Dad at high speed, but like, yeah, there is this sort of.
Is that
like,
on it?
Yeah. The Favorite's on there. I'm definitely gonna watch that. 24 in the X-Files.
The one I jumped on immediately was Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
It's a Donald Glover show. Have you heard of this, Katie? Atlanta. Do you know Donald Glover?
Yeah, everybody knows Donald Glover, riding on his dad's coattails.
Literally everything.
Donald Glover has a dad?
Yeah, Danny Glover.
I did not know
Weapon.
that.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I could never remember if they were related. I don't think they are.
I think they are. Aren't they like father and son?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna have to find this out.
Anyway.
Well, while you're doing that, I take back all my cynicism. Office Space, Idiocracy, and Scrubs are all on here.
Scrubs is great.
Well, Scrubs
And
is
The
also
Happening.
on all 4. Scrubs is on all 4 for free.
Are you just plugging the All 4 app like there's no tomorrow?
It's free.
Katie, are all 4 paying you?
They're not, but if they want to, all 4,
well
give me
open
money.
for it. All 4 sponsor the show.
Yeah, come on, we're waiting.
But no, Atlanta's incredible. Like, if you're looking for something to watch, it's absolutely something I recommend. It's his show. It's basically like the whole premise is that like he starts managing his cousin's rap project, but it's just kind of a through line of just kind of a dark comedy about lower class living in Atlanta, and it's so bizarrely funny.
Oh, has it got like a Portlandia vibe to it? Is it like
sorta.
grounded?
I don't know a lot of Portlandia, but it's off kilter. It's just a bit weird. One of the funniest gags. It's just a black kid in school with just white face, just staring at the camera. It's just odd, but it's so funny.
Oh my god! How does he move from that to like a Lando Calrissian Disney Plus TV show? Like, was he not be so bored?
Okay, I will eat my words. Apparently, they're not related.
Well,
That's
I
a
mean,
shame.
it's a worthwhile guess because everyone in Hollywood is somehow related. I've got homework for you now. You've got to find out who his real parents are. We're gonna Star Wars this.
I just X'd the Wikipedia article, man. I gotta bring this back up again.
You gotta look. I've seen your computer on Steam. You always have tabs open. I'm sure you can find it.
You leave my tabs out of this. You leave my tabs alone. I am running a business and 4 Instagram accounts. I'm allowed to have tabs.
My tabs, my
She
precious
is an
antique
influencer.
tabs.
She can have as many tabs as she likes.
I have 4 different email accounts open right now. So, like, you leave me alone.
Yes, but you've only 2 hands. I think.
No. The other. No. She got more. They're just busy building dice.
Yeah. There
All
are
right.
dice, by the way, Kev, and more are coming.
I've seen.
Well, then,
I'm waiting till
while
payday.
Katie is doing this incredible research, will we segue into Bridgerton, since the entire world is talking about it?
I suppose we
Okay,
shall.
I have found it. Before we go into Bridgerton, his parents are Donald Glover Sr. and Beverly Glover.
That's nice. I bet they're very proud of him.
The biggest surprise is that he doesn't call himself Donald Glover II, because that would really go with his personality.
No, he calls himself Don Glover.
There's an episode in
Glover.
this.
Don Glover.
He actually said it in an interview. He said it was something along the lines of it took him, 20 odd years or whatever to realize that his name was actually Don Glover.
See, that seems true of his character in Community.
Oh god, it's just that's remember like of the gag in Community where like he was so repressed that he thought he was actually a year older than he thought he was because of his Jehovah's Witness upbringing. I think it was like that he didn't turn 5 for some reason.
I can believe that. Anyway, we're short on time. Bridgerton, go.
Not safe for radio.
50 words or less.
Okay. We won't talk about the content because it's
we're on
apparently
at
too
5.
raunchy.
We're on at 5.
We're on at 5. But why?
Considering the best portmanteau I've heard for it is Pride and Prejudice.
Okay, let me ask a different question that's slightly safer.
Okay. The explicit content aside, I have been watching it. I haven't caught up. I haven't finished it yet. It's brilliant. It's like I've kind of gotten into this period piece stuff very recently, but it's just that right amount of like wonderfully beautiful cinematography, hilariously sharp writing, and just very engaging melodrama, all wrapped up in a cast that is exceptionally good looking.
Well,
Don't
they do as well? The music in the show is like kind of orchestra versions of current pop songs.
I've heard.
I didn't know that.
I caught "Thank You Next," but I haven't picked up on much more. I haven't been listening for it. But "Thank You Next" was very obvious.
Oh, that's great. I've got a Spotify binge to go to now. But can I ask you guys, like, I mean, this is really like, I mean, I know like a new thing on Netflix will kind of grab people's imaginations every couple of weeks, but this one has hung around for a while and really grabbed people's imaginations. Like, what, apart from the explicit, what is it that really kind of about this that has caught people's imaginations? Because these things are kind of a dime a dozen, like.
I think it's like I think it's a combination of things. I think like one factor is Netflix just kind of being on another role of kind of producing stuff. Like I'd say a lot of people that are watching it probably watch The Queen's Gambit and still have their Netflix account, and we're still kind of hanging around. Got more gremlins.
Why isn't this video?
So like, you know, you have something like The Queen's Gambit that got such like massive critical acclaim and a lot of massive buzz.
Don't spoil it. I'm like 2 episodes from the end.
I won't.
Chess.
Great. So like people have had it to like watch The Queen's Gambit through word of mouth. The bridge that comes out, Netflix advertises that a bunch, and then the same kind of crowd that was watching the drama The Queen's Gambit just jump ship right over. So okay. One big factor as to kind of why it exploded the way it did. Another obvious one, lockdown.
Right.
People are at home.
People are bored.
Craving that Regency life.
And then like on top of that, it's just a very well made show.
Yeah, I can't contest that at all because I wasn't planning on getting into it, but we're staying with my partner's aunt at the moment, and like we were kind of watching it kind of over her shoulder a bit, and like every now and again, like the Duke and his kind of love interest would kind of have a spat and nearly make up and then not. And after one of them, like she shouted something wonderful, like, "God damn it, I want to go to bed." But like he can't stop watching it. It's got a really, really hypnotic quality to it. It's just the right amount of silly, but it's kind of self-aware and well crafted. Like it's not embarrassed about itself. It's succeeding at what it wants to be like.
Oh yeah, no, the writing is so sharp. The writing is absolutely on point, where they're kind of like flourishing it with these very kind of Victorian era embellishments.
Yeah.
But it's all still flowed and pointed enough to really kind of get the point across that you're not lost in the weeds. And I like the thing that grabs me is the set design. Just like watching the show is enjoyable because everything you're looking at is stunning. Like especially some of the party scenes, where they're just so visually engaging. I can't actually look away. I tried to watch an episode or two, like that kind of half watching it, sitting on the couch playing the Switch, and I put the Switch down after 10 minutes because I just had to look. And again, and something I have to just keep bringing up is that the cast are as good looking as the set design. I can't stop. I think that's another big reason. Everybody in the show is so hot, you guys.
Oh my god, can we plaster that across the poster on Netflix?
Please, just Netflix, hire me. I will shill this show.
So hang on, is this going to be like the next? So you know the way people say that The Mummy from the 90s is like, you know, it's what turned everyone bisexual. Is this going to be the new thing?
For the buys, by the buys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what? You cannot just drop that fact in, Katie, and not explain it to me.
Yeah, so The Mummy, you know, you've seen The Mummy, the
many
Fraser.
times.
Yeah, so all of the cast of The Mummy have been deemed so hot, so beautiful, that it was unanimously decided that any child that watched The Mummy back in the day grew up to be bisexual.
Yeah, no, you caught me. Hi.
Yeah. Hello, me too.
Hi, Katie.
I'm going to have to do some soul searching.
Yeah, no, it's not hard to find. You just look at Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. They are a beautiful cast, though. All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Is that why the new Mummy film failed?
No, the new Mummy film failed because it had no idea what it wanted to be.
Well, it wanted to be everything.
Guys,
it appealed to China. and
Still
also the
holding up
West.
for Dark Universe. Come on.
It's not gonna happen.
It's a mummy film without a mummy or Egypt.
Also, to be that person, because I'm always that person, the blatant sexism in it.
Oh, really? I never watched it.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen the new one?
No,
so it's okay. So you know the premise of the old one. The mummy comes back to life. Everybody's running away because he's like all powerful. Oh my god, run away from the mummy. Male
Put
mummy.
a cat in the mummy's face. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So in the new one, it's a female mummy, and she gets captured in all of about 5 minutes. And she spends most of the movie chained to a podium, except for at one point when she somehow escapes and then uses men to do her bidding.
Yeah, and it's worse than that. She mummifies them by kissing them and sucking out their souls, which I don't remember the bald chap in the original Mummy doing.
No, because Imhotep knew what was what.
Imhotep had priorities.
It's, you know what, it's...
Oh, and the big thing is that her whole motivation is to bring her lover into the world, which, Imhotep had the same idea, but he wanted to bring his love back from the dead, whereas she wanted to bring, a spirit or a god or whatever it is into the world.
Yeah, they make it clear that her devil thing she's trying to bring in wouldn't be like a suppliant devil. It would be like a god of death, superior sort of. But like that mummy thing, not to go too far into this, is just a big hot mess anyway, because it's trying to do the pop feminism thing of having a cool female lead. But like you said, she spends most of the movie in chains because Tom Cruise is the lead and she has to be redeemable because she's going to join the Dark Universe Avengers later. And they spend half the movie in the Dark Universe version of the helicarrier, setting up all these things. Dr. Jekyll is there.
For no reason.
Question for teacher. How dressed was the mummy?
Not very.
Cool. Just for...
Yeah, not
I'll put
very.
it this way.
Gonna mark that on the record. Cool.
Yeah.
More than the woman in the first scene of the Brendan Fraser mummy, but then again, that was quite a short scene.
Yeah. Yeah. But also, the whole Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing, that's never explained.
No. Most of the movie takes place in Afghanistan and then England, because they're obviously like, maybe they're trying not to be racist, but also accidentally being offensive. It's like it's the ultimate example of like a camel being a horse made by committee, of like everyone was terrified of doing the wrong thing. So they did half of a good idea and put them all together. And what you end up with is a snowstorm thing attacking London with Tom Cruise running away. And and the Knights Templar
for some reason
attacking like Tom Cruise.
It really sounds like it was a mummy movie made by nobody that wants to make a mummy movie.
Yeah,
that's exactly it. Like they went with the Mummy to launch their universe, because there was 2 Frankenstein movies the year before and 2 Dracula movies the year before. So they were like, oh, that's not going to work. We got to trust the numbers. And they went with a mummy movie without a mummy because they were terrified of alienating their audience. But also, maybe one of you guys can correct me on this. I believe China also has a big thing around ghosts in movies. So she can't be like a proper mummy zombie. She's more of a spirit raised by the devil. So it's not really, it's a film for no one, basically. They've tried to appeal to everyone and they've ended up with like a mishmash of nothing remotely appealing. Oh, and Tom Cruise has a dead friend that haunts him as well.
Of course. Like every movie should.
It's just not a great movie, and I'm very sorry that I hijacked the Bridgerton discussion.
Not at all. I have been meaning to unburden this for quite a while. It's the ultimate, there's a lot of movies like this, but it's the ultimate movie where if you can kind of guess where the dialogue before they say it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of riffing on Red Letter Media here, but like, it's the archaeologist will go, this isn't a tomb, and in your head you're going, it's a prison, it's a prison, it's a prison, it's a prison. Like, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I will say, just for posterity or whatever it is, if you haven't seen it, watch it once and then forget about it.
And don't pay for it.
Don't pay for it. No, watch it once.
But do watch the original trailer they released without the finished audio. I believe I showed it to you, Katie.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so bad.
In case people who remember this have forgotten, it's the the Mummy's first impression to the world was they released a trailer without all the layers of audio put on it. So, like, you had like an airplane crashing without any sound, except now and again someone will go, ah, and someone who clearly wasn't Tom Cruise going, ah, ah, the same looped over and over.
I need to watch that again.
God, I have not seen this.
It's, you know what? We should have a conversation with Dara about copyright because like we may be able to fix this into an episode somewhere without context.
I absolutely. I think I have spent a mummy evening, but I've got to make time in my new current obsession, which has been the Resident Evil franchise.
Oh, that's a segue.
What are they on now? How many have they done at this point?
Oh, no, what are they on? That's a question.
They're rebooting it for Netflix, and I think they're trying to kind of put it back into the games this time.
Oh, I had heard that. Yeah.
Don't know. I'll find that out when I get it. I'm on the. I've dived into the dumpster. I have acquired all 6 of the live actions, but I started off with.
There's only 6.
There's only 6 live actions.
It feels like there's more.
But there was 3 animated movies.
Like
3.
Resident Evil is the ultimate. Oh, let's try anything. Thing every installment.
Let's just throw it all at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah. Did we make enough to try again? All right.
No, Resident Evil was, hey, my wife is the lead. Let's make her look as cool as possible.
They did succeed.
In fairness, they did do that.
Yeah, I will make the case that the first Resident Evil movie is actually good.
It's the best
good.
one.
It's good in a kind of dated 2000y everything's edgy guitar soundtrack type way.
I think it's the best one.
Oh, it's easily the best one. That's not a contest. I mean, just in general, it's a movie I'd actually go and watch.
Yeah, I love the first one. It's great.
But yeah, no, I dived into Resident Evil Degeneration, and it's trash. It's trash, and you have to watch it. It's so bad.
Is that the one with the guy, Jorah Mormont, and he's got like lots of clones or something?
No. This is the one with this is the one in the airport, or half it's in the airport.
Oh, I didn't see that one then.
It's a zombie outbreak.
Oh wait, that's the animated one.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's bad.
Okay, Kev, I challenge you to come up with a more interesting title for each of these Resident Evils, like Harry Potter style, like Resident Evil and the one with the maze of lasers. Resident Evil and the.
Oh, jeez.
Just try telling them apart.
Resident Evil and the Endless Desert.
I mean, it's exactly like the only thing I'm picturing is it's a word generator, but designed in the same way they revealed Metal Gear Rising subtitle, where they got the words revenge and vengeance and literally smashed them together into the word revengeance.
That's brilliant.
And that's how they create Resident Evil titles.
Oh my god, that's brilliant. Just like going straight to the thesaurus and going, oh, what have we got left?
Okay, we go to the word bad, or we go to the word toxic. Let's see, Resident Evil antiquated. Yeah, that works.
Resident Evil poisons full dead.
Resident Evil bad.
Resident Evil don't dead open inside.
Resident Evil virus
takes Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Oh my god, no. The jarring point though was the fact that what got me onto it was I replayed Resi 4 there a couple of days ago, because I have to do that every year because I'm beholden to a curse. Love that game.
How many low walls stopped you?
Not many. I know all the low walls. But like, obviously in it, Leon Kennedy is like he's special agent Leon Kennedy out to save the president's daughter in a leather jacket.
And an emo fringe.
All the time. And the best fringe. Crawl right out of the Backstreet Boys bleeding change room. I love the bits.
And then you have that guy who's like, hey, you want to buy any cream eggs?
What?
The merchant in Resi 4.
Want to buy some death sticks?
Literally.
He just walks up and he opens his trench coat and he's like, you want to buy some stuff?
Oh, that's what that's from. Because I remember the JonTron thing. They Jar Jar Binksified that character and like, what's the use of buying?
Oh no.
Khajiit has wares if you've got coin.
My God, yeah. So going from Resi 4, where like Leon is one-liners and stark comments the entire time, they made him gritty white man protagonist in Degeneration, and I know it only came out like a couple of years after Resi 4. It was not long, and they make him just so grim and stoic and just sad. Like even
That's
to the
movies.
fact, like, just like I think he like Kean said, it's just like you could tell what he was going to say next.
Yeah, I do have a soft spot for those kind of movies, though. It makes me feel clever.
Oh, it's bad. Yeah.
I haven't earned it, but I feel it.
As you need that sometimes in these trying times.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's my weekend, is watching the other two of them and then jumping into live actions.
Nice.
God bless it. God bless it. Yeah. So and then by the time I say that around 8, I'll have Resident Evil 8, so I get to do good Resident Evil things then.
Are there good Resident Evil things?
Yes, Resident Evil 4. We were just talking about it.
Okay, well, sorry, I had to take off my headphones because a Pringle was coming back and trying to take me with it.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
Resident Evil Pringle death.
It's the Pringles man, but it's got a giant bulbous eye on its arm. Have you oh my God, have you seen the fan arts of people?
The John Oliver thing, yeah.
Yeah, it was John Oliver. Yeah, the fan arts of the Pringles man's body.
Oh yeah.
We keep talking about these very visual things on our radio show.
It's okay. Dara's got work to do to make the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Dara, please just make it the most bizarre Pinterest board you can find.
The mummy is going to be chasing the Pringles man while the Bridgerton characters admire the Spider-Man title.
If Dara, please, if you have time for Photoshop, just put the Pringles man's face on Brendan Fraser's body.
Oh yeah, I'd watch that movie.
I need this.
Yeah.
With the something, this episode will make you bisexual.
That's how you get them hits, baby. Fiesta.
Oh my goodness. Do we have time to talk about Nintendo? I wish Lisa was here.
We absolutely do. We've still got we're
always time. Always time for Nintendo.
Because I've been in lockdown so long, I actually can't tell how the flow of time works, even when I'm looking at a clock in front of me.
But yeah, we have time. Are you going to talk about the Direct?
I haven't seen it, but I've seen a lot of people annoyed about it. I was hoping one of you could interpret it for me.
Well, okay. I think there's two biggies probably why people aren't happy with it. The one is because people are annoyed about Smash, because nobody is ever happy about Smash.
Okay, you're going to have to explain this one to me.
They revealed the new Smash character. It is...
Oh, it's the hero from Dragon Quest or something, right?
No, he's already in it. It was...
Fire Emblem, is it?
No, but the other one everyone's mad at. Xenoblade Chronicles. It's one
of
the
okay,
Xenoblade,
gotcha.
And obviously, Xenoblade not being Goku, everyone was just mad about it.
You can't have Goku. He's too powerful.
No, they got Steve. They've already broken that barrier. But yeah, it's just kind of it's the same kind of thing. It's the same complaint everyone makes the Fire Emblem characters, in that there's already too many Xenoblade characters, and they want something truly absurd, even though they've already gotten truly absurd.
They just got Sephiroth, didn't they?
Yeah.
But this is the thing that Nintendo does. They kind of dangle this amazing thing over you, like they did with, there was the whole news that they were renewing Zelda trademarks. And they were dangling Ocarina of Time and stuff like that. And then they gave us Skyward Sword. That's the second point people are upset about. For a start, the fact that they which I fully respected them coming out and saying it was the Zelda lead is Keiji Nomura, I think. I cannot remember. But that he came out and he first off said, it was like, you're probably seeing me expecting Breath of the Wild 2 news. Nope. We don't have news. Yeah, because that's pushed back to next year, I think.
Probably, yeah. I was I kind of wasn't expecting anything, but I respect the fact that they came out. I was like, no, we're not hinting anything here. We genuinely don't have Breath of the Wild 2 news.
Yeah, because that's why I don't watch these game things. It always feels like they're blowing smoke. I mean, obviously, I know it's advertising, but it's like I just miss when games just came out. You know, I don't like the corporate aspect of it. It feels so self-congratulatory.
It kind of is. It's the whole thing of like they they do the whole build up. They're like, it's happening.
Yeah.
We're doing a direct, all of this kind of stuff, and everyone gets really, really excited because of all the rumors that have been building. And then they release the news, and it's like, oh, is that it? Pat yourself on the back there.
It's never going to meet their expectations. And there's even like it's a weird kind of counterculture with Nintendo having realized that, because when they do like third party and indie directs, they have to put out disclaimers to say we're not releasing first party news here. Don't spam the chat with Smash comments.
I feel
about indie games.
I wish our Pokemon ambassador was on this episode, because I feel, even only being passively in Pokemon groups, I feel so bad for all these people who are just thirsty for a Diamond and Pearl remake, and they keep not getting it, and they keep interpreting like people following different accounts at a corporate level as being a clue that they're going to get it at any point. Like, you know,
that's what I'm talking about. They dangle.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, look at this shiny apple. Now eat this turd.
Now Mario's going to play golf.
Yeah, everyone's really excited about Mario playing golf.
Actually, funny story about that. So I was watching it with Louise. I kind of was like, Mario Golf though. I'm just kind of jokingly to her, and she's like, no, stop. No. And then they announced halfway through the trailer that you could put your me in there. And then she's like, oh, hold on a second. I get to play golf with Mario.
But like, have you
playing golf outdoors, and it's me. It's like being outside.
But like, have you seen the absolute like euphoric joyousness from the fans being like, oh my god, Mario Golf?
Really?
I haven't seen the explosive hype about it. I've just
people are so excited.
Man, gamers are crazy.
I'm just like, fix 3D All-Stars, please.
I like 3D All-Stars.
No, I liked it, but the first two, the 64 and the Sunshine, like the camera controls are so janky.
Yeah, I suppose you're getting into that sort of, because Dara's not here, George Lucas-y thing of kind of, is it ethical to like modify the originals? Would that sanitize them more? I would have liked if they just put out the DS version as an option, because they fixed the camera in that one.
Yeah.
Or make it an option. That's like, I've been replaying the Spyro trilogy, and just the Spyro Reignited trilogy, and the amount of just kind of like customization to be like, do you want it like this or like the original?
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, even do something like what was a Halo Anniversary, where they had it, you press a button and it would flip between the old and the new.
Yeah,
that was awesome. I have no interest in Halo, but that was really cool.
Yeah,
really good idea. It's so, you know, for people who want it kind of more updated to a current climate, or people who want the nostalgia, you can like flip between the two.
That's true. Although now this conversation has got me nervous about Pokemon Snap, because I was looking forward to that, and I'm about to realize I did not enjoy it as much as I used to.
No, but this isn't a remake. This is a full blown like new Pokemon Snap game.
Oh,
yeah, it's a brand new one.
Okay, okay. I thought it was going to be like a nostalgia thing.
No, it's kind of like, it's more like the next installment.
Well, right. I mean, it's a nostalgia thing in so much that it's Pokemon Snap.
Yeah. But you could say that about anything, you know, Zelda, Mario, Animal Crossing, like Pokemon. It's all, even if you play the new one, it's still nostalgia.
Yeah,
that's true. I'm interested to see if because the Switch has a button that takes photos. I'm wondering, will they incorporate that into the game somehow?
Maybe. I think that's kind of hard. Like, they could, but I think that's pretty hardwired in the Switch to just photo capture what's on the screen.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Netflix, because we've been told we're getting Netflix on the Switch with no release date.
Are we?
Yeah. They did. They hinted at it. They said they were in talks with Netflix, but they didn't give a date.
But what for though? Like, I mean, we were already watching it on TVs, and it's already on our phones. Like, what's the value of it being on the Switch?
Yeah, but it doesn't really make sense that like this thing is like portable, on the go, or you can hook it into your TV, and all of the endless possibilities. And they gave us YouTube, but not Netflix.
Is YouTube on there?
YouTube is on the Switch, yeah.
This is the kind of thing. I know YouTube is on it. I've never installed YouTube on the Switch. It feels weird. There's something like, compared to like my PlayStation, which is pretty much my dedicated home entertainment box.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's, you know, my YouTube, my Netflix, and all PlayStation. I never think to watch things on a Switch. Like
Yeah.
Nintendo has always kind of been Nintendo, at least kind of in my mind, the way they kind of built themselves has always been strictly games.
Yeah. See,
So,
I'm the opposite. Like, I was 100% Xbox kid until last year, and then I got a Switch, and like now I only use my Xbox for watching TV. So if they came out with here you can watch TV on your Switch, I would just move over to that full time.
Okay, but here's the caveat, because like I spent an hour yesterday trying to get the internet to work for my nephew's account and navigating what Nintendo thinks access to the internet is. Would it be worth it? Like if you took to install Netflix and then have to create a new email account and then all these weird little, is it PG? To get to the stuff that's rated over 12s, you're going to have to set up an alternate account and a password. It just, I don't know, having TV on there seems like a bit like Disney Plus and Star. But seems like a breach of their kind of appeal.
The same could be said for any console, though. I mean, if you have kids on an Xbox, you have to set all that stuff up.
True,
if you have kids
but
on a PlayStation.
But Xbox isn't branded as a kid's thing, though. No, it's very teeny.
I'd even say that, like, I'd even say, like, kind of piggybacking off what Keane said first, was the Switch's UI is clunky, especially with dealing with anything online. It is difficult to navigate.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I know that they market it more towards kids, but we all know that the majority of people buying Switches in lockdown are bored adults.
Yes, that's fair.
Oh yeah, no, like it's look at us. We're like look, us.
We've got our Animal Crossing islands. Like, we've no shame.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I would at least like to have the option of Netflix, even if most people don't use it. I would still like to have the option.
Okay, that's fair.
I think what as well, like it never kind of clicked for me because I know the Switch is very low power intensity. Like knowing it only maxes out at 1080, I know I wouldn't. I'm getting very quality snob here.
Well, yeah, but don't forget the Switch Pro is coming.
No, not another one.
Well, no, it's the same console. It's just they've upped it to 4K.
Oh no! Okay. I'm terrified that a new console will come out and suddenly I'm not able to play the Switch in a meaningful way anymore because I do migrate the games over. Like
they were thinking that as well because during the last few lockdowns and stuff, their Switch sales skyrocketed, and there were rumors of a new one coming out that people were going, well, why did we buy this one when there's a new one coming? But Nintendo actually released a statement saying it's the same console, it's just got 4K and better motion controls.
To be fair, Nintendo, I mean, I know it's frustrating for porting games back and forth, but I like the fact that at least with Nintendo, there's a new novel aspect to each of their consoles. I really begrudge the practice of, like, in practice, what's the difference between a PlayStation 5 and a PlayStation 4? Like,
better graphics?
I mean, apart from the fact that Cyberpunk game doesn't work on one of them, like,
Cyberpunk doesn't work on anything.
I can give a very detailed list, Keane, if you would like.
Well, we've got, 10 minutes? I'm amazed we actually haven't talked about Cyberpunk once on this show. Considering it's all the internet has talked about.
Because outside of Dara, none of us have played it.
Dara hasn't played it either. Dara bought it. No, Dara bought it and put it on a shelf until they fix it.
Yeah, so that's okay. So
the snobbery crown has been removed from Kev's head. Sorry, Dara. I know you're editing this. You poor thing.
I know what you mean when you say no distinct differences between consoles. I am a snob for that kind of thing and would very much like 4K and a solid state drive in my console, please and thank you.
Is it like Malibu Stacy but with the new hat?
With a new hat. But she's got a new hat. Have you seen the PS5? It has a new hat.
It looks like Seto Kaiba without his head.
Yeah, it does. It has like the shoulder.
And if that's not appealing, I don't know what is.
In fairness, though, the new Xbox looks like you could build a house out of them. No, a fridge, wasn't it? Somebody said it looked like a fridge, so they made a fridge.
This was something we went into on an episode earlier. There was a fridge.
Yeah, they made a fridge.
They made a fridge. I don't think it was sold. I think it was won and they competitioned it.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the same episode where we discovered that you could put like golf balls in the Xbox new thing and all that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, this was
on the
this was don't vape into your Xbox.
Yeah.
You're right. Throwback.
All the plot threads are converging in this episode.
Listen, advice still relevant as ever. Kids, don't vape into your Xbox. Don't vape into consoles.
It's not good for it. In fact, if you were talking kids here, just don't vape.
Just don't vape.
Just don't vape.
I mean, okay, to be honest again, when I say kids, I mean, us, late 20s, early 30s.
So this is a warning specifically for the two people on this call, Kev.
Katie, Keane, please do yourselves a favor. Don't vape into your Xbox.
And if you must vape, do it away from the consoles.
And the children.
Away from the children.
If you staggeringly must. If you have no other recourse but to vape.
Oh, I fear for this generation. My baby already knows how to say Nintendo Switch.
She wants what she wants.
And Mario Kart. And she says Animal Crossing, but she calls it Teddies.
Oh, Teddies. That's what it is, though.
Just friends. Just little soft friends.
Yeah.
Teddies, you're my best friends.
I'm not even kidding. I fired up the Switch the other day because, with work and everything now, it's very, very rare that I actually get a chance. And I was like, I better go on to Animal Crossing because I can't remember the last time that I was actually on that game. And my whole island was covered in weeds. And all of my neighbors were like, oh, we thought you'd been kidnapped or something. You've been gone for a whole month. And it wasn't just like, you've been gone for a month. Every time they said something, it was a whole month. You've been away for a whole month.
I've heard that's a thing. Yeah. It's much worse than earlier Animal Crossing games. Yeah. But it's me and Stevie. We share an island. And because I get to play it the most because Stevie's busy being a mother. And like the hippo got salty with me the other day saying, I haven't seen Stevie in a while. I'm like, she's busy.
He said that to you.
Yeah.
Oh man, that hippo's got shade. No, I remember I was a couple of years ago, my friend Mikey bought the Wii one. I can't remember. The Wii Animal Crossing. And he bought it, he played it for a while, had fun. A year or so goes by, and we're just sitting in the pub, and he's just kind of there, just like, oh God. I was like, what? Mike's like, I haven't turned on Animal Crossing in over a year. You probably hate me right now.
But that's the thing, like, about the new one anyway, is that, so like, I haven't played any of the older ones, but I've heard that they kind of give you grief if you've been away for a while.
Oh, they move. They leave the island.
Yeah, but in the new one, as far as I'm aware, they don't move away, because like, I was gone for a month and everyone was still there. But they go the opposite route. They kind of guilt you. They're like, oh, we really missed you. Like, you've been gone for a whole month. Where have you been? I thought you didn't like me anymore.
I got that off the mayor guy. Like, he was like, they won't leave, but they can ask for your permission to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, don't be putting that guilt trip on my shoulders, teddy bear.
I know. I have favorites that when they ask me to leave, I'm like, how dare you?
I'm Wanda Maximoff in this. If you're on this island, you're staying. You're entertaining my daughter.
There's some that can leave, but like, there's the favorites. Like, my favorite is my neighbor, who's a dog named Bones, and all he cares about is snacks. And like, he is not allowed to leave. He threw me a birthday party. He's never leaving.
There's got to be an Animal Crossing WandaVision overlap we can do.
Maybe. I've still got a soft spot in my heart for the Doom Animal Crossing crossovers.
What?
It was a beautiful, like, it was a perfect time relic for the start of lockdown. It was when the start of the last lockdown, when Animal Crossing first came out. Doom Eternal came out the same day.
That's
and
brilliant.
The internet was just like, yeah, Doom Guy and Isabel, besties.
Oh. Didn't somebody make Silent Hill in Animal Crossing as well?
Probably.
They turned their whole island into Silent Hill, and then they waited for it to get foggy.
Look, it's like The Sims or the Halo sandbox. Someone somewhere has made it, which is why I really need to get into that dream traveling feature that's in it.
Wait, what? Dream?
I'm not sure if you've done
this game.
Yeah, they added basically what happened was when the game came out, they had this feature where you could go visit other islands, but like the person had to be there for you to go visit. And what was happening was people were going and like digging up other people's flowers and stealing all their fruit and everything. So they added this option of dream travel, which is that when you go to sleep, you can upload a dream of your island. And then when other people go to sleep, they can dream and go visit your island, but they can't touch anything.
It's very Sandman, Doctor Strangey type logic. But basically, you can visit other people's gaff and not wreck them.
And not steal anything.
Yes.
Although I think they fixed that as well. They fixed this because I remember, didn't you have trouble trying to take one of my sandcastles when I was like, have one of my many sandcastles?
Yes, that's it. They've set it up so that now if you're swapping things, you have to come to their island and drop them off. You can't just wreck and like steal a whole dinosaur skeleton from some poor unsuspecting Animal Crossing villager.
Good times.
Good times.
Well, I suppose just kind of piggybacking off of that, jumping back to the Direct, are you too excited about the Mario editions that are coming?
I don't know what these are.
Oh yeah, you didn't watch the Direct. They're basically as part of the whole Mario's 35th anniversary. They're just putting a bunch of like Mario stuff in Animal Crossing.
Oh,
I heard about
Mario
that.
costumes, like the mystery blocks, the piranha plants, and like apparently the one that again Louise pointed out to me was you can now have warp tunnels to move from one side of your island to the next.
Okay,
that would
I want
be really
that.
handy.
I'm gonna have to redo my island anyway because I planted way too many flowers, and then in the winter there was nowhere to build snowmen.
Sometimes can't build snowmen because too many flowers.
I had far too many flowers.
But yeah, I think that update's coming in like March. It's a free update. And I think it's coming in like March-ish.
Okay.
Time. So it's not now, but it's coming out. I'm sure if you do it Battle Cross, it'll notify you.
Speaking of Mario, actually, the Lego Mario sets are class. If you haven't played with them. Yeah, you can actually do games with them. Like the little Mario figure, he reacts to the blocks, and the Lego figures he jumps on and all that kind of stuff.
I've seen the videos of them. They look like a very intensive piece of kit, but what kind of got me is they don't look like Lego. They look like their own kind of thing that just are separate to Lego.
It's to be honest, the ship has sailed on Lego looking like Lego since Star Wars joined the family.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
But yeah, like I've seen them around, like I've seen the ads for them, I've seen them in the shop, and just like they're very cool pieces of kit. They look like just kind of little courses you can run.
Well, the nice thing is that all the expansion packs are just like, oh, here's a tower of spiky guys, here's a Yoshi, here's a this. So you can really just build it whatever way you want. I'm sure someone out there has bought like 10 of each set and done a mad crazy course. And the little Mario gives you 60 seconds to get from one end to the other. So like, if you wanted it, there is like a gaming ingredient to it.
That's cool. Oh, I don't think I've actually been on the show since they showed. Did you guys see the video for Super Mario World in Japan?
No.
Oh,
paint us a picture as vivid as Matt Damon and Arthur.
It's the Super Mario theme park.
Okay.
I'm really not seeing this. Oh my god. This has been obviously it's been in development for years because theme parks take forever to build. But it's finally been constructed in Tokyo in the Universal Studios there, and it's a real life Mario theme park. And there was a Nintendo Direct where Shigeru Miyamoto actually just did a walkthrough like the park, and it's stunning. It's so goddamn pretty. Like it looks all very like it's all designed just so realistically Mario. Where like you walk and there's the blocks and they're all round and soft and there's the Goombas and it's just it's like walking through a Mario world. It looks so pretty. But the really cool thing that I noticed about it is they've kind of made an ARG out of it as well. Where you can buy like in the Harry Potter land in Universal where you can buy the wand and do things on it. You could buy like a wrist strap and like go around and basically collect coins.
Okay.
So like there'll be a mystery block on the wall. You hit your wrist against the wall, you get a coin, and it logs it in your thing. And like I can't remember, I think he didn't give it away because like it's the sort of thing where like when you collect coins, you do things, you can unlock some events and scenarios across the park. That's I could spend a day there. Like a day. I could spend a week there. But like it's sort of thing where like
I've spent a day on Mario 35. I could easily spend a week there.
Like it's sort of thing where like I could have spent like a couple of days there just wandering and just basking. But like the ability to, aside from like all the rides, just something to do in the park, that's awesome.
That's wonderful. I can't wait to check it. Where can we find out information on this then?
Again, like that. This was a video uploaded on the Nintendo account. So if you just look up Super Mario World, it'll be like the first thing to come up.
That's everyone's homework for this episode.
Oh goddamn!
And the Mummy trailer.
If this lockdown ever ends.
Yeah, actually, before we wrap, because I know we're hitting the hour, aren't we? So, is there anything anyone's looking forward to that hasn't come out yet, apart from Mario Land?
In other theme park news, by the time lockdown, I love theme parks. By the time lockdown ends, we're all happy and we're all able to travel again. Hopefully, by the time all that happens, Ghibli Land will also be built in Tokyo. So your boy's going to Tokyo for another 2 weeks.
Jenny Nicholson's gonna have so much to do.
Yeah, like they and the thing actually the news on that was about a week or two. They released the prototype model for the Howl's Moving Castle they're building for it, and it's just a life-size model of the castle.
It won't walk around the place, will it?
No, it's stage 3.
Oh.
But I've seen that they've shown that they've shown off the concept for the map, and there's things like the bathhouse from Spirited Away. There's Hell's Moving Castle, like the
Castle in the Sky.
I don't think I saw the Castle in the Sky. I know that I saw the robot guys knocking around from it.
Oh, that'll do. Yeah.
The Totoro Forest. That was what I was thinking of.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
So
chasing those little dust sprites around the place.
So a lot of just kind of really just wonderful set design. So yeah, that's my thing. Like, I absolutely plan on going back to Japan, but here's I guess my reason.
Go on, Katie. What theme parks are you going to?
Me? Oh, I don't know. I'm not really a theme park person. I'm the person who goes to the theme park with everyone else and holds everyone's coats while they all get on the scary rides.
Kev, you found someone. You've got a pack mule.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be your pack mule if you pay for my ticket to Japan.
We'll see how I'm doing 3 years, and if we all get YouTube clout money, we'll see.
Yes, follow us on all the things. If you've enjoyed our completely up-to-date mummy rant.
Watch us make the same rants, but in different locations.
Or possibly the same location. If you could see our video, who knows?
You gotta watch to find out.
It's on a nerd to know basis.
Keane, I was gonna ask you what you were looking for, but that's the round out.
It's there's no topping that. Go on, end transmission.
No, Keane. Keane, what is your lockdown? What are your hopes to do to after lockdown? And also, where can people find you outside of the show while you're at it?
Oh, a good cup of tea in the Sunshine Cafe. No, but nerd-wise, I'm looking forward to the Marvel stuff coming out on Disney Plus. I'm looking forward to getting into the Muppets again on Disney Plus, which I'm probably going to do as soon as this is over. And when I'm hoping Dune will come out eventually, because I've been reading. Do you remember the film? Because I've been reading the book to get ready for that, and I really hope they don't drop it on a streaming service.
It's coming to HBO Max. That was part of the Warner Brothers deal. It's the Warner Brothers deal where it's coming to HBO Max the same day it releases in cinemas.
Oh, that's fine as long as I get it in cinemas. I don't have a big enough TV for those worms.
So I don't know when that is though. I think that could be June.
And to answer your follow-up question, you can find me. I'm currently reviewing WandaVision on Geek Ireland, so you can find me there.
And Katie, where can people find you?
Yeah, so the usual stuff, Instagrams, at mannequin_blue. Also doing it for the exposure is still going strong, and we're doing that every 2 weeks now. And that's, so the next episode will be out next week, but it's already recorded. And as well as that, my own little business that's running is doing really, really well. And I'm super excited to announce that I am now a registered business. And we got accepted into the Dublin alternative market on the 6th of March. So there'll be more information about that as well if you keep an eye on social media at Acutely Morbid, acutely with 2 C's. I have to stress that. But that's about it for me, I think.
Awesome. Yeah, no, you got some cool stuff on that. I'm eyeing up the dice. As always. Need more beans.
Hey, if you want a custom set, I do take orders.
Oh, don't stop. No.
I do payment plans.
A Ghibli set, a Mario set. Ooh, a Mario set of block dice.
Well, I'm trying to avoid going into the whole copyright area. Because
legally distinct Mario then. God.
Luigi, no one will come after that.
Damn, Luigi's already copyrighted. As for myself, Anime Crash Course is still on an undefined hiatus, but you can always find me over on twitch.tv/ConnorRain, CONORAYNE, where I run a D&D game for some of my friends. We have an absolute blast there every Tuesday evening around 7 p.m. GMT, so you can always find me there. So this has been Nerd to Know Basis. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful drive or evening if you're listening to this after. Bye-bye.
Bye.
End transmission.